The Apple Park. That's what we need. Going to that one. Reese.
Alrighty guys, welcome aboard the Hoppo Ferry. My name's Latrell. I'll be your skipper on board for the start of the afternoon there. If you've got any questions for me as we're cruising along, or if you'd like anything to drink, feel free to come up and see me. More than happy to help you guys out. Also got Emily on board helping as well. So yeah, got any questions or anything like that, come up and see us. Apart from that, making our way up towards SeaWorld now, stopping through all of our stops on the way. So first stop's just ahead of us here at Hodder, home of the Arts. We'll then continue cruising around the river into the Gold Coast Broadwater. We'll stop at Marina Mirage, Broadwater Parklands, and then finally SeaWorld before we make our way back through all the stops into Surfers Paradise here. So roughly 55-minute trip up to SeaWorld, 55 back. In total 2-hour round trip if you were to just stay on board for the full loop. The next stop though isn't too far away. You can see it just in front of us there at Hodder, home of the Arts, where they hold a few outdoor shows and concerts and things in the park here. The park itself is the Evandale Parklands, quite a nice little scenic walk around the area, a few art sculptures scattered around. You've got a few exercise machines along the walk too, and a man-made lagoon just on the inside of the tree line here, which is a nice safe swimming spot out of the river here. You've also got this bridge just ahead of us that they constructed recently as well, a little pedestrian bridge over to Chevron Island here on the right hand side. So you've got access to a few local shops and restaurants through the main strip of Chevron there, and you're even able to walk back into Surfers Paradise, about a 10 to 15 minute walk back to that park that we just departed from there at Pearl Park in Surfers. So plenty in the area here.
First stop, Hota. They're waving bye-bye.
Healthy marine ecosystem in the river, especially to sustain such a large population of sharks. So keep your eyes peeled as we're cruising down the river today for any marine life. Plenty of fish hanging.
Look at the houses. Yes. Look at all those houses. Look at the view. American. Yep. Chilling.
The left-hand side there, and yeah, we will stop off on either side of the Broadwater here. So first stop's just over 1 on our main beach side. Directly ahead of us is our stop there at Marina Mirage. Main beach, you can see it's a little bit more spread out in comparison to Surfers Paradise.
Meriton there,
And we've sort of
Sandel.
got the best of both worlds in the area here with the broad water on one side and only a couple minutes
Yeah.
walk to the other side and you're at the beach. There's also a nice little strip there through the heart of Main Beach called Tedder Ave, which is a little shopping and dining precinct which hosts one of Australia's best bakeries. Only reason there as well, so definitely recommend checking out the Main Beach Bakery if you're in the area
You're waving.
for lunch. A few nice spots in there to go for lunch. You've also got the Southport Yacht Club here on the right, which is another nice spot to go for lunch. This was one of the first yacht clubs to open up here on the Gold Coast, and it's hosting some of those boats that I mentioned. A lot of these boats, well, pretty much all of them are privately owned, but a lot of them are actually lived on, and you do get access to the area and the facilities for them in the past. But down in that verse there, come into the Gold Coast here. Also, Marina Mirage has done a bit of work to their berths to allow for some of those larger super yachts as well. So it'll be pretty interesting to see some of the boats we get in and out of the Gold Coast in the near future. This next marina coming up on the right, Mariners Cove, a little bit more commercial, as you can probably tell. All the boats in here being tour operators, or there are boats that are up for sale at the moment. You've also got Fisherman's Wharf Tavern, locally known as Fisho's. It's a pretty nice spot for lunch as well on the water there, and to go for a drink. And then just next door, Marina Mirage, building with the white sails there on the roof. Those sails may remind you a bit of the Sydney Opera House. They were actually designed by the same man who designed the Sydney Opera House. His name is Jan Hudson, and he designed the Opera House to sort of resemble the sort of sail that's on the roof there. The sails just aren't there for show. They also serve a purpose for the building. They capture the predominantly easterly winds that we get on the Gold Coast here, especially in the summer. It redirects them down into the building. They're acting as a sort of natural air conditioning for the shopping centre there. So that's what Marina Mirage is, little shopping centre with some designer shopping, boutique shopping, and a bit of fine dining and things like that in the area. Just next door is the Palazzo Versace. That's the Gold Coast's only 6-star hotel. And yeah, that's where all the rich and famous tend to stay when they're here on the Gold Coast. You can stay there too. It's only going to cost you around $600 a night for a standard little studio room. That is, if you're after something a bit nicer like the penthouse, it's going to cost you upwards of $3,000 a night. But I have heard for that price it is well worth it. You do get a free shampoo, conditioner, and a shower cap when you stay there at Palazzo Versace. And just next door to the local fishing trawlers in there at the Fisherman's Co-op. That's where all the trawlers pull in off their night out of fishing, and you can cruise down there straight down to the boat and buy fresh seafood straight off the trawlers. Some big locally caught seafood and prawns and whatever their catch of the day is will be written on their chalkboard at the top of their wharf, and you just cruise down, buy straight off the boys on board. If you cruise down there and they're sold out, as they do usually sell out by around midday, don't stress. You've got Pete's Fish Market just next door, who gets in a lot of that fresh produce, so you can buy fresh from Pete's Fish Market or head in there for fish and chips. Does one of the best fish and chips on the Gold Coast in there. So yeah, plenty here. Just across the road from Marina Mirage here as well, you've got the Grand Sheraton, which is a 5-star hotel, and the beach is just across the road there as well, which has a nice walk along the waterfront, past Main Beach, all the way up along this area, past Seaway, which is up to our left-hand side there, and all the way down to the Gold Coast Seaway, or the Spit, where yeah, you can walk to the end of the rock wall at the ocean crossing there, or there's a little kiosk down here too. So plenty around here. We'll be pulling into Marina Mirage just a moment, and then we'll shoot across to Broadwater Parklands and then up to Seaway. Family to enjoy here at the Broadwater Parklands. Plenty of open spaces and undercover areas, barbecue areas. You've got kids play areas. The main spot being over on the left hand side there, where there's a couple swimming areas as well. You've got the inflatable water park, aqua splash, and a little floating pontoon there as well. At the base of our jetty here, there's a little kiddies rock pool, which is nice, safe, shallow water for the younger kids, around 2 to 5. And then you've also got the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre in the park there as well, where we held the 2018 Commonwealth Games aquatic events. There's also a couple spots to eat in the park, little fish and chip shop, cafe, another little cafe around the pools there. And then across the road you've got Australia Fair Shopping Centre, which has a food court there, as well as a few surrounding shops and restaurants in the area there. You've got Chinatown on the other side of Australia Fair there, and you've also got the tram and bus stop in there too, so that'll connect you to anywhere else you needed to go around the Gold Coast. And yeah, we'll be pulling up here at our stop in the Broadwater Parklands here in just a moment, and then we'll shoot across to SeaWorld over on the other side of the river.